Hi, today is Sunday, June 29th. I was going to film a garden project working on the shade garden, but it is unbelievably hot today, and I just can't do it. So I'm going to run through a little update in the garden, show you some things, and then hopefully I'll be able to film a project tomorrow. I start my second therapy job tomorrow, so I have a less busy day on the first day. Here is what's left of the seed starting. I just have one thing of snapdragons in here, and then some caladiums that I haven't potted yet. Out here you can see I still have yet to pot a lot of these things. The problem is it's been raining every single day of the week this week. So we get 1 or 2 days of hot weather and then it rains. It's supposed to rain tonight. So we'll see where the week takes us for opportunities. A lot of it is just the rudbeckia. I cut the grass and edged some of the grass. Let's see what I can show you. The pond is looking nice. You can see that the water is crystal clear, which I'm so excited about. I'm gonna try and get a little bit of small fish in here, maybe 2 or 3, and then they'll have to be overwintered in the house. But these 3 water lilies are pushing out 10, 12 different leaves each. My floating island is doing well. You can see the craziness of the grass. And then that one right there is the mahogany splendor. That just is loving the water. And then I have a canna coming up here. And then my barrel planters, the cannas are finally starting to come up. You'll see a lot of weeding needs to be done in the garden. I have been pulling weeds. I have been sort of edging the weeds to make them smaller and more manageable. I have someone else who's supposed to be helping me weed, but she always has excuses. I'm like, Barbara, please, Barbara. I'm done with the excuses. This isn't my first rodeo. You can see the center of this lemony lace dyed. I showed that in the last two videos. Again, I have no idea why. First flame tree is doing well with all the rain. The willow is coming back, leafing out again. Oh, that's good. And my currant bush that I just want to pull out. My liatris, my gay feather is doing well. I'm gonna have some daylilies that are gonna flower soon. Most of my hostas are getting ready to flower. You can see my oak leaf hydrangea, my ruby slippers is doing good in the pot. I think I was having too much clay soil. And then look at this clematis here. Goes all the way up here, and then all the way up the pole. And then all of my variegated sweet peas are doing nothing. Well, this one is starting something. Hopefully that does something. I was really looking forward to the red and white blooms. Over here you can see that I started to expand the rest of this garden. I need to fence it in and scalp the rest of the grass. My Musifolia canna are doing well, just sitting here chilling in a garbage can top. Vegetable garden is doing well. The beets are finally starting to get some size to them. You got the bush beans and the pole beans and the cucumbers. The onions are doing well. Still waiting on the peppers. This one has gotten more size, so that's good. Last week I trimmed down all the weeds in the shade garden. I was going to work on the shade garden today. I have a bunch of lungwort and other gardens to plant in here. And then that piece of tree is gonna go in here as like a bench, and I'm gonna do a moss concoction to grow some moss on it. My Japanese forest grass is doing well. Autumn moon is doing well. You can see my planters. My elephant ear is doing well, and my caladiums. You can see how massive this leaf is. I thought that this was gonna be like a darker color, and maybe it is if it's in sunlight, but this only gets like speckled sunlight. And then this one, this elephant ear has a long way to go. can see that I did a lot of weeding in this garden. All the weeds are gone. I planted my sage leaf willow over there. My hollyhocks are doing well. My Russian yellow hollyhocks. My tomatoes are doing well. My corn flowers are starting to bloom, so that's exciting. They look like little mohawks or something. I just love them. And then when the rest of them come out, they should be full of bees. And then my blue gold thistles. Now there's just 3 plants here, and this whole width here is full of blue gold thistles. And my waterfall tree is doing well. Here's some of the lungwort that needs to be taken out. The smaller ones here. And then a bigger one over here by the yucca. So it doesn't completely drown out the yucca. You know, looking at this garden right here, this is how gardens are supposed to be. All shoved into each other. No room for weeds. That's the goal. For all these island gardens to be shoved into each other. I don't think I did a video since taking this concrete edging out. I'll have to look back. But that was a beast. Now I can start staking and stringing for the greenhouse. The other project is weeding all of this vine on the fencing, and then the variegated bishop's weed. So all this vine and then this bishop's weed here. So next week's videos are going to be me doing the sun garden here, and then me doing the shade garden. It's not supposed to rain for the next couple days after tonight, so we'll see if we can spray T-zone on the grass on this side of the yard to kill all the weeds. I mean, it's 90% weeds. You got the creeping Charlie, and then you got the wild violet, and then you got the dandelions. It's like, where is the grass and all of that? Minimal grass.